Disclaimer.
Oh my god, what is that over there? I am the emotional distress demon, and I have come to make your life a living hell. Oh my god, do you want to have your own house micromanaged? Or get a 1-star review for not giving me something that doesn't exist on the restaurant menu?
Sorry, I am losing my mind. I'm so sorry, little demon. You are indeed an emotional support demon, not distress demon. Mwah, mwah. Good evening. Laddies, lasses, and lasses, welcome to the click. You smell astounding today. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. If you're confused about the intro, that is fine. So am I. Today, we are going to look into r/frick YouKaren, which is one of my favorite subreddits. Amazing stories. We get to go on fun little side tangents. And it's just it's a bad vibe made good. Enjoy. Mwah.
Oh, it's time for memes. Oh, I love memes. It's my life.
It's not even ironic. Hey, are you busy? Sorta. There's a lady outside who wants to speak to the manager. Great.
I am not dead.
Well, the good news is that you have an eternity to argue about it. Wait a second. Would this be heaven or hell for a Karen? Because on one hand, they get to argue for all eternity, which is apparently what they love. On the other hand, it's an impossible argument that they will never actually win. It sounds like a purgatory, right? It's like you get to do what you want to do, but it's never gonna be satisfactory. Oh my god, that's beautiful. It's Karen hell. McDonald's.
What? You don't mean you don't accept American dollars? This is a McDonald's.
This was in Poland.
Everyone knows every McDonald's is a mini American embassy.
Small coffee, $5. Small coffee, please, $3. Hello, one small coffee, please, $175.
I am not saying please to someone below me.
Judging by this comment, there is literally nobody below you. You must have a really weird inferiority complex if, you feel the need to crap on people who are just serving your coffee.
Oh my god, I need to make sure everyone knows this.
Random person just pouring my coffee is beneath me. Jesus Christ, what is this, aristocrats from 400 years ago? Come on, Karen.
It's okay to be white.
I haven't seen this kind of garbage in a while, god damn. Fanny pack, check. Karen hair, check. Playing victim, check. Drink held high, check. Challenge me, I dare you, look, check. Yup, she checks all the Karen boxes. Kudos for finding such a fine specimen in the wild.
Don't forget the bedazzled flip-flops.
I remember this. Wasn't this a thing, back in edgy 2016 YouTube or something like that? That is one of those phrases that yeah, it looks fine on the surface, but it's always used in weird context, and then I think it turned into a super weird whistle blow thing. I'm not entirely brought up to speed with the details. This was trendy quite a long time ago, but I do remember it had a lot of weird connections to that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see it in a Karen context.
Oh my god, I haven't seen you forever. Oh my god, let's stand at everyone's fucking way and talk about a fucking kiss. Oh my god,
Sorry, I think that was my soul escaping my body. Haha, JK, I don't have a soul anymore. Moving on.
1 star. Delivery took over 2 hours because they said the driver turned around because it was raining heavy out.
Are you kidding me? I am Peter, the owner. This is the first time I have ever responded to a review. My employees' lives are more important. That is exactly correct. We have torrential rains, maybe even a tornado. I would never put any of my employees at risk. Wait, so you ordered something with, I don't know, Uber Eats or whatever and be they better make it through the tornado. I hope you at least tipped, Karen, but based on this, I'm guessing not.
Social dilemma. My 6-year-old accidentally knocked over the babysitter's laptop off the counter and it smashed. She wants me to replace it, but I don't think I owe her anything because it was an accident. You see, I smashed into someone else's car, but it was an accident. So it's fine. I don't have to pay anything.
If your kid destroys property, you pay for that property. Yes. And of course, the funny thing is that if the roles were reversed in this, they would make a huge fuss if the other person wasn't paying.
Oh my god, someone's child destroyed my computer and they won't even pay for it.
It's of course they would make a fuss of it if the roles were reversed. Come on. We survived a pandemic. We will survive your shitty Yelp review. This little coffee toast is not messing around. In Washington, D.C., a white woman repeatedly calls her Uber driver an N-word and a slave after he tells her to get out of his face.
I employ you. I am your boss.
No, you're a crappy customer. You're not anyone's boss, lady. Please cease.
To the person washing their car. What is it with people that have English as their first language that can't separate there and also your and your God? Okay, I'm not getting upset. Click, take a deep breath. Okay, that's good. I'm calm. Their car on their driveway. Say again. It's the wrong there again. It's not even a sentence. It's less than a sentence, and you've already said it. Okay, deep breaths. Okay, I'm calm. Thanks. My kids got wet shoes walking past your house. Okay, they used to write your.
Wow, you get half a star out of 5 for using the right your at the end of the sentence. Great. After failing there twice in a row. And also like washing your car. Like what? So the pavement is slightly moist? It's not like they're walking through a pool of water. How intensely do you think they're washing their car? It's just a little waterfall.
McDonald's sucks.
Frick you, Barbara. Nick.
Oh, we're very sorry about Nick's actions. We have let him go. Please contact us for a free coupon.
Come on, McDonald's. Don't do this. Don't fold for Twitter Karens. Jesus Christ.
At Ryanair. When you pay for a window and you get no window. Who's giving me the money back? Thanks.
Ryanair. We sell seats, not windows. Here is the thing that it says this seat has no window. Whoops. Looks like someone should have read the instructions.
Haha, joke's on you. I can't read. If you insist on jogging by my house, please put on decent clothing. My children do not need to see your obscene anatomy.
What do you mean obscene anatomy? I just picture something from Resident Evil, like a whole lump monster just jogging by. It's like horrific and everything.
Oh my god, look, they're only wearing a sports bra. They're not even covering up their zombie parts. Disgusting.
Metro News. Holiday to Spain ruined by too many Spaniards in Spanish hotel. Freda asked why Spanish people can't go somewhere else for their holiday.
How dare Spanish people be in Spain during my vacation?
What exactly do you want instead? Who do you want to come there? Are you planning to like bring the entire US over so you only have to speak English when you're in Spain or something like that? This is so weird. What do you even want?
Remind your kids not to play in the street and that there's a basketball hoops in the park. Sick and tired of listening to their noise. Children should be seen, not heard.
I'm yet to discover a group of children that you don't hear. I think this is quite an alien concept. Wait, I actually had a meme for this from another video. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Babymute.com, a soundproof, breathable device to silence your baby's cries during long flights and movie nights. Now, in sizes for children. Are you sick and tired of your children playing in the yard and being too loud? Put this, muscle on them. They'll run around, hopefully breathing, and you won't have to listen to them anymore. Ah, the joyful frolicking of children with... noise muscles on them. Okay, don't get me wrong, fam. Screaming children can be annoying sometimes, but dear God.
Local guide, 1 star. The cafe where we get only vegan food.
Why are all the local guides always garbage? Anyway, here's a reply from the owner. Yes, because it's a fully vegan cafe. In a vegetarian restaurant, you will only get vegetarian food, not non-vegetarian food. Likewise, in a vegan cafe, you will only get vegan food. Even before you placed the order, it was clarified by the staff that it's a vegan cafe and paneer tikka that you wanted is not available. The choice was all yours to leave the place if it didn't suit your fancies. Why leave us a bad review as if you were forced to eat our food without telling you it's vegan?
Disgusting. I went to a place that serves food that I don't like. How dare they serve food that isn't for me? Disgusting.
There is this concept about when it comes to preference, you don't have to desperately seek out things that you won't like just to make it other people's problem. It's a really weird thing.
Oh my god, Timmy, no! You can't watch click videos in public, they're too cringe! Please! You have to use Raycon everyday earbuds so people can't hear what you're listening to.
Raycon is on a mission to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features.
Alright, Timmy, I'll show you how to put them in so you get them out like this and then you just... get your nice little ear right out and then... Ooh,
Oh, yes, baby, and oh, it is beautiful.
You can get a pair and a spare, and still pay less than it would with some of the other more big-name tech brands out there. I personally enjoy the custom gel tips for the perfect, most comfortable in-ear fit, which helps a lot when I'm out jogging with my Raycon earbuds. The water and sweat resistance also make them so much easier to use. They offer 8 hours of playtime. So what are you waiting for? Click on the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/to-click to get 15% off your order, plus get free domestic or flat fee international shipping. Thank you so much, Raycon, for sponsoring this video, and now, back to the memes. Mwah.
1 star. I just wish they had a better way to see the purple flags on the lifeguard house. Also got stung by a jellyfish today. Plus, on top of that, there should be a flagpole or at least 2 by the parking lot so people can see that there are marine life and so forth before entering the beach area.
You need a sign to tell you that there might be creatures in the ocean?
Oh gee, what about a sign that says there might be trees in the forest? What the frick? Just think it's unfair. Don't think I'm going back to a beach that has jellyfish or any kind of stinging tentacles for a long time. I love the water, but not when I'm in this much pain.
I mean, maybe they could put up a warning sign for, like, jellyfish if they actually do sting. That part is fair, but it's ridiculous to claim that everything else is bad and the flag should be everywhere. I don't know. Or maybe they were signs. It would be surprising if they didn't just read them, to be honest.
Hey yo, I don't know who's updating the list of poo men can do, but can someone add drinking from a bubbler? Cause what the frick does a grown man? Where is your water bottle? Why is your mouth open and that close to something? Disgusting. How dare men drink water? This is the hill I will die on. I'll take this to social media and assure there's a law passed that means men are only allowed to drink from water bottles. How dare you drink from a water fountain that's specifically made to drink from? Disgusting.
This wig has certainly seen better days. 2.5 stars out of 6? Okay, that's an odd rating system. Karen!
Wrap was all soggy, so couldn't eat it, just ate the chicken and burgers were missing food that was advertised.
Hi, Karen. Had a look into your order and you ordered 2 burger meals and a wrap and chips, which was all packed and sent out to you. We can only deliver what you order. Maybe cut down on your drinking and then you won't forget what you ordered. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a burn. Take that review, Karen.
Oh, Mr. Potter, I am going to be a real nuisance.
I remember this character. This is the horrors of my childhood. It's like one of those characters that's so frustrating. They're not straight up just like, Voldemort evil, but they're just like, oh my god, it's so, disgusting. Gives me like the childhood creeps. Hey, STL. Hope everyone is safe and well. Follow this line of storms. We had some minor / superficial damage, but nothing we can't fix. But here's a couple of friendly reminders emoji. Being dismissive or talking down to staff while they're trying to lead you to safe space during a tornado within 5 miles of a building will not be tolerated.
How dare you interrupt my day to get me to a tornado shelter? Disgusting.
Getting aggressive with other patrons who are sheltering and telling them they're overreacting will not be tolerated. Making underhanded comments about how our staff overreacted and have sticks up their butts will not be tolerated.
How dare they take a tornado warning seriously? I am here on my day off and that is the priority. Stupid, this tornado gets a 1 star. Patricia, where the f*** is the manager?
Oh, that's me. Wow! I looked so much better with this wig back in the day. I'm aging poorly. Oh, yes indeed, I have effectively infiltrated the Karens and will destroy the population from inside. This was my plan all along. Damn, I'm kinda rocking this wig though. It makes my forehead look even bigger, and that, if I have seen anything, is a sign of dominance. Soap for Karens. Smells like a can of hairspray and a 9/11 trigger finger. Someone needs to see the manager. I want to give this to someone as like a passive-aggressive gift when they have been like a real poopy person for the past 2 weeks. I just give them this and be like, here, maybe it will clean up that attitude. God. Retail price is over $35,000. You should buy a cheaper brand like Yamaha if your daughter is really just starting to learn piano.
This is my daughter's dream, please. I am a single mother. I can't afford it.
Single mom is not a coupon code. 18K members! You got the suggested group on Facebook after you had this chat. Oh, that's beautiful. Facebook just really knows what's best for you, doesn't it? And that's also kind of sarcastic. Facebook is, oh dear God. But if your daughter is just learning piano, you can buy like a fairly cheap keyboard, like, you know, an electric one that works just as well, especially if they're just learning. Why would you spend $35,000 on an expensive big piano that is also very challenging to fit in your house when you can just buy a starter keyboard
that's gonna be fine for years.
But what is this? Rules for seeing. Please read everything. You cannot follow these. You'll be asked to leave. 23 is not required, but
appreciated. 23 is bring food, okay? Please respect us and our rules. Our baby won't have vaccines, so there's health is most important to us. If you cause any sort of problems, you won't see our child. Thanks. What is this rule list? Always schedule the time first. Wash your hands. I mean, that makes sense. I would expect people to do that. Never come sick. Keep your advice to yourself unless asked. I mean, it's like every other point makes sense, right? It's like wash your hands. Don't come visit the baby if you're coughing. That makes sense. Respect our wishes. Go to a different room if I need to feed. No hot drinks around the baby. Okay. Don't ignore hunger cues. Don't mention my body. Don't create more work for me. Don't post our baby ever. Don't ask many questions. Don't kiss the baby. Don't visit if you're not willing to help. Don't expect to hold the baby. Give your kid... Okay, is there something you can do? Don't wake the baby. Don't smell like smoke or strong perfume. Don't be loud. Don't be mad if I'm not feeling company. Don't forget about dad. Don't stay for long unless asked by one of us. Jesus Christ. Walking on eggshells is, a saying that exists for a reason, but this is like your entire floor tiling in the whole house is just made of eggs. What the frick? I think at this point, most people will probably opt out of just seeing the baby at all, because, some of these make sense. Don't come sick, wash your hands, don't yell at the baby, that makes sense, but then there's, a dozen or so just nitpicky points that are just...
Huh?
Chick-fil-A, 1 star.
This Chick-fil-A is not a Christian establishment, as they allowed my order to come out to $6.66 without changing the price. This is unacceptable. Oh, they should give me a coupon off so it doesn't come to $6.66. These are the real issues of the modern world.
I mean, lady, you could just turn this argument around and say that you are not Christian because you ordered something that came up to the total price of $6.66. Your sandwich and coffee combined came to the number of $6.66. Therefore, your order, Karen, is not Christian. Outrageous, how could you care? I'll rant about this in church next Sunday, Karen. Disgusting.
Ooh, Satany Waitany would approve. Nuzzles. Hey, I love your tofurkey.
That's a tofu turkey, I guess. Tofurkey. Okay.
Dinner recipe you shared. How long have you been vegan?
Hey, thanks. I love making it. Haha. I am not vegan, though. I am sorry. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, vegetarian?
No, I just don't like the taste and textures of most meats. Haha.
Oh. So you're just pretending to be vegan because it's cool and in? I have been vegan for 3 years now, and it was the best decision I made in my life. It is not hip or cool. It is important.
Good for you. That's great. I am not pretending to be vegan at all. In fact, I'm quite open about eating beef on profile. There's public posts that state that. I just like tofu more than most meats.
Tofu is strictly for vegans, vegetarians. You're basically admitting to appropriating us and stealing what we need for your own selfish use. How dare you eat a salad? You're only allowed to eat red meat. Disgusting. I am going to request to the admin that you're removed from our group.
With all due respect, I am not appropriating anything. I am eating food that I like, you absolute fuck. And then you see the 3 dots in the bottom. Oh dear God, it's about to fire back. This would be a surprise to the Chinese who've been eating tofu or something for 2,000 years. The entire East Asian population, really. If anything, vegans have appropriated tofu from the Chinese. Oh, you see that, Karen? 2 can play that game. I would also like to make the argument that if more people eat vegan food, it's a good thing because it means that the market is going to create more and better options. When this kind of food started becoming more mainstream, at least here in Sweden, there was a boom of options and stuff, and now there's so many more options that are legitimately good compared to 10 years ago. It's a good thing. What are you doing? Why are you making vegan your entire personality? Maybe because there is no other personality there, so it's just oh my God, me eating salad is the biggest personality trait. Go hang out on r/quirky girls. God, that's the shame corner. Go to r/not like other girls, where you belong. Salad Karen.
Not a rave, but kind of funny, but I won't go back. Bad customer service. We're celebrating 3 birthdays tonight. I went to the Blur Party store to get sets of balloons. It was 5:59, just like I get to the door and the girl beat me to the door, looks at me and locks the door. Try to help local, but headed to Safeway.
The fact that you typed this out and thought that anyone would agree with you. You went there 30 seconds before closing time, and you're surprised that they are Closing? At closing time? What? I mean, this is the norm for a lot of places. For example, restaurants typically stop taking orders, half an hour before closing or something, because they need to be able to finish the order within the time before closing, and then there's also cleaning and turning off the kitchen and everything. Same thing goes for many stores. They need to clean and lock up for the day and that kind of stuff. They can't have you wandering in the store for a miscellaneous amount of time past closing hour. It just doesn't work like that.
This is Karen. Karen block driveways. Please, don't be like Karen.
They live right across the street from elementary school. Oh god, you have so many suburban SUV moms just blocking the entire neighborhood. Nice.
My pleasant walk on Blorp Road was disrupted by the din of 6 leaf blowers operating once in a small space. Surely the profit derived from accomplishing a job quickly does not outweigh the impact on neighbors' hearing. I ask neighbors to hire landscape companies to intervene to reduce the noise. I ask landscape companies to switch to battery-powered blowers.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest, complaining about just walking past a leaf blower is a little bit silly, you can just keep walking. But I'm gonna be honest, I hate leaf blowers, they're the worst thing ever. I have a neighbor that insists on using it so often and for so many hours. The worst thing ever! Jesus Christ, there's leaves once per year. You can just scrape them together with a little scraper. Why do you gotta do this? God! So in this case, I 50% agree with the Karen, actually. Maybe I'm turning into a Karen after doing too many of these videos. But I swear to God, noisy neighbors are the worst. Just smile and nod. I encountered a Karen at work a few weeks ago, and I would like to share it with you. I can't get her out of my head. She came in with a small child and said all of this in front of said small child. This was the start of a conversation, but I didn't leave anything out. She was just that blunt. The conversation went like, me, if you have any questions about anything, let me know.
Are you a girl?
Absolutely unfazed because customer service. No, I am boy.
Were you born a boy?
Does it matter?
Yes, of course. You hear all these stories about people making their irreversible life decisions and ruining their lives. They cut their breasts off and regret it, and then they off themselves.
Jesus, you just walk up to a random person in a store and what the hell?
Especially with someone so young. I'd hate to see that happen to you. I promise you won't do anything.
Oh gee, the legitimate concern, right? You just walk up to a random worker in a store and be like, you better not jump off a cliff. What the hell, Karen? I smiled blankly at her for a solid 5 minutes, not breaking eye contact and not breaking my smile. If she wanted to find something to report to my supervisor, she couldn't without outright lying. Yeah, that sounds like a bait, doesn't it? She just goes up to you with these outrageous things. And then it's like, oh, I hope they don't get angry so I can report them and maybe get them fired. What a nasty person. She started to look more and more concerned. Eventually she said, I am leaving. And I said, have a nice day, without breaking the smile or eye contact. It was kind of beautiful. I think that's a good strategy. Just don't give them anything to feed on or spin. But what I find so gross about it is that they also try to frame it as genuine concern. They come up with these disgusting things and suggesting that, these horrible things about you, these terrible events for also being ragingly transphobic, and then trying to be like,
oh my god, I'm just a concerned neighbor.
No, you're not. You're trying to antagonize something with really serious, gamey, over stuff while being transphobic to a random worker. You're gross. Stop it. I love it when some butthead is trying to start something. You're just like, not today, Satan. Good for you, boo. I mean, honestly, Satan would probably be in support of the worker in this case, but yes, indeed. The can I speak to a manager haircut.
Wow, I really can't believe how people can be so judgmental over a flippin' haircut. Yes, my hair has been different lengths in that style for years. I have gotten nothing but compliments on my hair, but then again, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but you don't have to be such jerks about it.
Would you like to speak to the page administrator about this? Ah, Facebook, you have earned back a little bit of my respect. Rep Major Retailer Green. No, whenever I hear that name, it just followed by the most mind-numbing stuff ever. It's, oh man. Mental illness, drugs, and evil forces are to blame for Texas mall shooting. Can we just mute this? Can we, please? On a page about a disabled girl and her family, a post where they explain something about disability, so many ableists.
When my taxes stop going to support things people don't need, then I'll stop saying something, but until then it's a waste of everyone's money. She is not fully deaf, she can still hear.
At least if you're gonna rag on someone for being deaf, at least spell hear right, for God's sake.
That's different than someone being completely deaf. You don't get to skip work because you just don't feel like going. Same thing applies here. I am starting to get annoyed with her rudeness, and she is so bossy for a deaf person. Please stop. You see? Deaf people are not allowed to be confident. That is my take of the day. This is what will save the world.
She is so bossy for a deaf person. What?
All deaf people have to act a certain way, according to me. Oh yes, indeed. I am very likable.
In The Sims 3, I got a pop-up saying that one of my Sims got food he didn't like at a restaurant, and the options were to either send it back or eat it without a fuss. I chose the former, and this is definitely what Karen seemed to expect. The chef gratuitously thanks you for your honesty. He has bestowed upon you the bravest customer ever award and confirmed to you a bonus of 500 shekels.
That's beautiful. This is really what Karens think. Oh, that's amazing. I verbally abused a minimum wage service worker. I am the bravest customer ever. Give me medals, please, and $500 as a check. Thank you. I am saving the world.
This reminds me of that post someone wrote when they said that, oh yeah, you know in airports when people start yelling at the personnel for a plane being delayed, if you just yell enough, they will bring out this secret airplane where you can board instantly. It's even a private jet. But people really act like that is the case, though. It's pretty wild. It's very funny.
The first time you ask to see the manager.
And here I bestow to you, my queen, the crown of Karens. Ah, it's so beautiful, brings a tear to my butt cheeks.
I once helped an 85-year-old neighbor sell their home, and the buyer wanted a little cash back. I was showing a woman around the neighborhood house when it was up for sale, and she wanted to buy it. The only thing is, she wanted to knock out every wall downstairs, and that would cost roughly 40,000. So wanted 40,000 back from the sale price so they could do it. I mean, you could make the argument that if it's like a mandatory renovation that is needed, like, oh yeah, there's moisture damage in the floor, it needs to be replaced as soon as I buy it, you can argue that it should be sold cheaper, right? Because it's a mandatory thing that needs to be done. This is just a preference of something you want to do with the house. That has nothing to do with the previous owners. She wanted to get a mortgage for the full price, 160k in 2011, which was low as the neighbor was moving due to bad health, and then wanted the seller to give them back 40k to do the work they wanted. She was not happy when she got a no way back. Update. I asked her if she needed 170k of work to get it to how she wanted it. Did she think the seller should just give her a house and 10k? I don't think she liked me. Of course she didn't. You weren't a pushover. Why would she like you? Top review, 1 star.
Worthless. I thought it at least could turn on and take pictures. It cannot even be charged. Not take pictures. Does not even turn on. My 7-year-old twin grandsons are very disappointed. They are very tech savvy. I wish I had not purchased.
So this is a 1-star review for this. A non-working replica phone dummy display model for iPhone 12. So you bought a replica phone and you're upset that it's not an actual phone. Do you also do that with other kid toys when you buy like one of those, you know, plastic phones where you like have the rotor thing on the phone? Like, oh, it can't even call actual numbers. Disgusting. Why did I buy this? It's a toy. It's not real. To the person who stopped the washer in the middle of my wash cycle and took my clothes out just to wash yours. Yep, you're an asshole. Unfortunately for you, so am I! You can find your wet clothes frozen outside in the snow. Any problems, come see me in 301. I would love to see how this drama unfolded. I also like how the note is just strung up with a random smiley band-aid. It's not even tape. Oh, that's so beautiful. This just sounds like a single mom that's just done with her daily dose of BS. That is so beautiful. 2 girls kissing in front of an anti-gay protest. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, wait, how many surprised Pikachu faces do we have in the background? Zoom in! There's 1 to the right, and there's 2, 1 to the left, and then there's a few in the background that are about to open their mouth. I would say there's most likely about half a dozen just surprised Pikachu faces here. What? Girl can kiss girl? My mind has been blown. Apparently their minds are very easy to blow. Found on my car, Karen offended by my I love DNC license plate. The DNC equals dance.
Ah, you love DNC? Good to know there is a God-hating baby killer in the neighborhood. I am shocked you're not driving an environment-killing electric vehicle. You fucking R-word.
Jesus Christ, Karen. What are you talking about? Oh! You like dancing? I bet you also like eating babies. And you're also killing the environment. And I'm gonna shout a bunch of mentally impaired stuff.
Karen, please. Please. It's a plate on a car. There are other things you can spend your energy. You don't...
Is your life really so easy? You have to turn this into a problem. I'm a bit jealous.
What do you do when you go to a restaurant and your waiter is an atheist? Normally, I'll pay without leaving a tip and write a bad review on Google. This past weekend, I decided to be more proactive. I ordered a chicken livers, and when the atheist brought it to the table, I insisted that I order steak. I made that loser take it back to the kitchen and make me a steak. Then I complained to the manager about the atheist and skipped out on the bill. Establishments need to be taught it's not okay to hire atheists.
Ah, nothing like a bit of Christian love, isn't it? I also think it's very funny that I think you have broken 2 or 3 of the 10 commandments in this post alone. You have stolen, you have lied, you are not loving thy neighbor and all that kind of stuff. It's like, you have broken so many Christian values with this stupid post. It's so hypocritical. I love it. Karen.
The term Karen is as offensive as the N-word.
Oh, what is the N-word?
I can't say that out loud.
But you can say Karen out loud, can't you?
Well, yeah.
So it's not as offensive as the N-word, is it? Karen. Yeah, which one is it, Karen? You can either say it out loud, or it's not as bad. Which one is it gonna be? It's so satisfying when people just paint themselves into corners. Karen tells a minority to go back to their country. Native Americans.
You have no power here, Gandalf the Gay.
More like Karen. God, that would be a little bit of a twist in the Lord of the Rings movies, wouldn't it?
You can go ahead and vaccinate your crotch goblins, but my womb fruits are organic.
I'ma be honest here, fam. I think most babies classify as organic. I also love referring to babies as crotch goblins. That's very funny. This whole thing would be really funny if it wasn't just like anti-vax bogus, you know? It's like, half of this is funny, but it's like the meaning is just no.
This is Karen. Karen blocked driveways. Please, don't be like Karen.
It's the same doll again. Yeah, I read somewhere that these people like change it up and they cycle the costumes throughout the year. It's beautiful. Lady at Starbucks went ballistic when they said they were out of cinnamon. When I ordered my espresso, I quietly said my name is Cinnamon. Can you imagine that, Karen? They get their drink and then the one after is like, Cinnamon! Cinnamon! What? Ah! Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Absolutely great. Me in the last 20 minutes of the workday.
Male Karen that came into the office to tell me he rode an elevator with a black couple and he thinks they saw him enter his access code, so I need to monitor his code activity from now on. Oh my god. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, indeed, little racist man. I will totally watch over your code.
Humanity. Warning! Karens will be filmed for YouTube purposes. That is such a good threat. I love this. This is beautiful. It's like, oh my god, yeah, sure, you can act like poo-poo, but we will make that effort right back. If you waste our day by being poo-poo, we will make that back in ad revenue. You know, it's only fair. AI-generated image using Doll-E2, a middle-aged white woman screaming at a cashier. Oh my god! That is really horrifying, but it's surprisingly good. It really captured the vibe, even though like many of the details are off. The eyes are just soulless hellholes. Damn, that's horrifying. AI is really good. AI has mastered the arts of Karens now. We're gonna be replaced soon. The Karens are gonna be replaced by AIs. Nice. Our town, Sherwood, Arkansas.
There are some things I would like to see here that needs to be changed in 2023. 1. Have all rental properties' yards mowed and kept up. Have so many rental properties where the grass is not mowed and it's blah 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 blah. 2. Ban all fireworks being bought or sold. Last night was the worst I've heard and sounded like it was a war zone. 3. Enforcement of a curfew. Nobody needs to put out after midnight except medical and police fire departments. If all of this should be enforced, then maybe we can make Sherwood a safer place to live.
Safer fireworks is okay. Well, maybe it's like, you know, we can reduce the noise. I'm not sure if this has to do with safety. Here are some things I would like to see here that needs to be changed in 2023. Mind your own business. It's like weird. What do you mean, like safety? It's like cutting grass, going easier on fireworks, and like, curfew for kids. These aren't like safety things. What are you talking about? The memes have officially killed off the name Karen. Stats Canada report not one baby has been named Karen since November 13, 2019. Is this actually true? Wait, is this actually real? Oh my god. Karen scarecrow in my neighborhood, lol. Oh my god, that looks absolutely horrifying. That's some freaking, what's it called? The uncanny valley kind of stuff. Is this meant to keep birds away or keep Karens away? Maybe both. The chef's mistake. The underpaid waiter. Screaming Karen. Oh, that's a beautiful meme. Oh, that's so good. Well, laddies, lasses, and lassos, thank you so much for watching today's video together with me, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed having you here. Now, promise me to have an amazing rest of your day, because you do indeed deserve it, and I will see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah. Woo.